So it's a Holy Communion season and we gotta cook something. So this is Cook Graphics. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and get that resources, the link to that in the description, and let's jump in. As a graphic designer, you've come across motion flyers. If not, this is what I mean. So what you are seeing right here were static flyers brought to life in Adobe After Effects. And I'm sure you want to know more about this. Hi there, I'm Emmanuel and welcome to the Ultimate Flyer Animation Crash Course with Cook Graphics. From 2D to 3D flyer animation in Adobe After Effects. Alright, so let's create a new document. Let's go for 1080 by 1350 pixels. Okay, so let's have some margins from the edges of the canvas for our design over here. So let's go to view. All right, and let's come to new guide layouts. Okay, so if you are seeing yours, the columns are checked, make sure you uncheck the columns rows. Okay, and make sure you check only the margin and have the top 72 pixels. Okay, and the left margin you can make it 140 pixels and bottom to 72 pixels, right, and 140 pixels. All right, if you have existing, you can clear and create this one. Okay, good. So let's bring the first image, which is this guy. Okay, it was this image, but I used Gemini to make it night. All right, so that's what we are using. Let me drag and drop it in Photoshop. So let's place it here. All right, so we have this window at the top. Okay, so that is that. So with this, let's go to filter and camera raw filter. So in camera raw filter, let's bring the shadows down to, let's say, 75. All right, and let's bring the blacks to, let's say, 33, and let's increase the texture and clarity. So the texture will come here a little, and the clarity we can bring it to 37 or something. All right, let's go to filter and blur. Let's add Gaussian blur. So let's make it 0.8. All right, okay, so make it 0.8. all right, after that, come here and on the fourth tool, okay, set of tools, right click and pick the quick selection tool, shortcut W, can right click. All right, so just select these buildings. Okay, these buildings and leave the sky. Okay, select these and leave the sky. So don't worry about the Gemini logo over there. So just select them like this. All right, so after this, you just use Ctrl+J on the keyboard to copy into a new layer. And then let's bring the disciples. Okay, Jesus and his disciples, these are gangsters. Okay, so all right, so something like this here. All right, so come to adjustments and pick black and white. Okay, so you can see that these guys are brighter than the background. Okay, so with these guys selected, just hit Ctrl L on the keyboard, the levels will pop up. Okay, and you can bring this to the side. So let's say 180 or 183 is cool, and bring this closer. Okay, so make sure you have the same exposure. Okay, all right, so this is cool. All right, now after that you can hide the black and white. Now it comes, this levels come the levels come with mask, so select the mask below the layer, take the brush. Okay, your foreground color should be black, and you can just wipe the shade or the blackness from their faces. Okay, only their faces. And on the table as well, we will need lights on the table, so just wipe it from their faces. No, don't wipe it from these guys and the tables. Okay, just tap on the faces and to brighten the faces. All right, now select the background, the one you copied. Okay, and just create exposure. So let's bring the exposure down to, let's say, negative 4.0 or something. Let's bring the gamma up a little. Okay, good. So after that, hit Control I to invert. Now let's come down here. So just grab the brush and lower the flow. So my flow is around 21. Okay, so I'll just make sure foreground color is white. So we just brush once over the floor, okay, on the ground, like that, or just be brushing, but don't make it too dark. Okay, and after that, just bring the flow to 100 and resize the brush. So this bar down here, we are trying to create a shadow down there. Okay, so just, you can even start from this and just cross it over here and just drag it across like that. Okay, over here you can darken it. Okay, so something like this is cool. Now over here where their feet are, it got some fringes, but don't worry, just scale it up and lower the flow a little and just brush at the back there to darken it a little bit. All right, so that is that. Now on top of these guys, so select these guys, okay, and add exposure. So just bring it down and this, just something like this. Okay, Control I to invert. Just grab the brush and your flow should be down, so 30 or something. You just darken these guys. You don't need to worry about this, because probably we will hide them with text, and there is a table here as well, so you don't need to worry much about it. Okay, so this is cool. So let's select this, okay, the background image that we copied, and create a new layer. Change the blend mode to linear dodge add. You can also change it to screen. All right, so grab the brush and zoom in on the window, the windows. Okay, I'll zoom. Let's pick a color. So let's say this color. You can copy this color code. I'm not sure this is okay, but copy the color code. Let me see. All right, so that one is cool, so kindly copy this color code. All right, good. So with that, my flow, it's somewhere 68. Let me see. Okay, so let me make it 50 then. All right, so just brush over these windows, okay, just to make them more brighter. This guy also. Okay, so that is that. If you want, you can. Now let's separate them from the background with glows. Okay, so create a new layer and change it to linear dodge again with the same color. We are going to separate them from the background because they look blended into the background. Okay, so just all right, so let's grab the pen tool. Okay, let's come to the top below the exposure, grab the pen tool, and let's just create some light from here, ambient light, right? So just click, all right, click here, and then, or let's say just click here and then curve it like that. Okay, don't worry about, or come and click here, don't worry about how perfect it is, and just hold Alt, cut, click this to cut the file handle, and just click here, and you can click here, curve or something. All right, so that's cool. Now after that, in Photoshop, just come to the properties. It will show here, increase the feather. Okay, so you can increase the feather like this. All right, and just change it to linear dodge or something. So after this, it will be very bright. You can lower the fill. Okay, you can lower the fill just like that, and then you go ahead to tweak the feather. Okay, good. So this is cool. Then after that, you can create a new layer. Okay, this is not compulsory or something, but or let's maintain this, but you can create a new layer, change it to linear dodge, and just lower your flow. Okay, and then you can tap on some nearby items. Okay, you can tap on some nearby items just like that. Cool. That's not necessary, I will say, but you can do that. Now let's bring this image. Now you can go to filter and add Gaussian blur. Okay, so filter Gaussian blur, let's make it 3. All right, click OK. Let's add exposure, clip it, and just drag it down, increase the gamma. Okay, after that, this one you can choose to, let me just dim it down a little. Okay, this one you can choose to invert or not. Just grab the brush and your foreground should be black. Okay, just wipe this to add some highlight stuff there. Good. So let me just increase the gamma. Okay, all right, so that is cool. Now let's go down and select the background layer or background image itself. Okay, so it will go behind the one that we duplicated. Grab your text tool or type tool and just type holy. All right, so after that you can Control T and just increase it, so you can see it goes behind this one. Now let's go and change the color to white, and also let's change the font itself. So I'm using Anton. Okay, the resources, the link to that in the description. Okay, so let me just scale it up a little bit. Control T. So the H will be hiding like this. Okay, and right click and select skew. All right, so just drag this up like that, so it's going to be like this. Okay, good. And just come to the top of this, okay, the one we duplicated, and just grab the text tool, and then let's type communion. I thought we came to the top, so anyway, let me bring it to the top like that. Same font. All right, so same font. Let's bring this guy somewhere here. Let me just scale it up until it's directly below this. Right click and skew. Drag this up here. All right, click OK. So you're good. Now we can grab the text tool again and they just type service. Okay, so we are going to use Brotherland script for this. So let me just search. It's part of the resources. Okay, so scroll to the top, okay, and select the layer just below the black and white. So this black and white, you can delete it. All right, so with that, come to adjustments and create a select solid. So once it pop up like this, we have HSB here. So for the saturation, make it 0 and make the blue 50. All right, as for the H, it doesn't matter. Click. Now come to filter and then noise, add noise. So you can convert to smart objects. All right, so make sure you have selected Gaussian and monochromatic. You can pick 8 or 9 or 7. Click OK. After that, just change the blend mode to hard light. Okay, good. And you can lower it a little bit. All right, so if I zoom in, you got some hard noise in there. Okay, but you can lower it a little again. All right, then after that, you got some vintage dust in here, or you can first bring the half tone and change the blend mode to overlay. Okay, good. So that's it. You can lower the fill because there will be 85, 87. You just tweak it. Okay, if it reaches where you want or how you want it, then you stop. Now let's bring the vintage dust. So let it fill and change the blend mode to screen. Now with this, you can hit Ctrl L and just push the levels to the right a little bit, because once it comes in, it brightens the whole flyer, okay, which makes it lose its original tone. Okay, so you can lower it whilst you are maintaining the grunge or the vintage dust effect of it. All right, so once you got this, you can, if you want, okay, you can bring this guy now, change it to screen. Okay, so you have something like this. So you then go ahead to add your details on top of it. I got my dates, I got my time, I got my church logo, I got my here, and that's it. Thanks for watching this cool graphics. Make sure to subscribe. I'm out. Peace.